we are back trying to figure out how to landscape our park first. So last time we went ahead and finished our little waterfall area here. Gonna go ahead and add some trees here, but first let's go ahead and work on the other side real quick. This one, hopefully it won't take as long because of course I am not adding any other more waterfalls in this area. Just painting up the textures a bit. Nothing special. Add some, but not all. Here, over here, and up there. And a few more. A little bit more at the top here. Not so much, that's starting to look a little too... There we go. There we go. A little too much and you start to notice the patterns on the textures. That's why I say just to vary it a little bit here. Kinda hides the monetization or the monotone kind of repeated effects of the texture. So just go ahead and, spackle with the paint. Spackle here, spackle there, Of course, add some darker greens here and there. Wait, that ain't the darker green. Especially on some of the edges of the cliff side or the hillside here. There we go. And then we'll just add like a little rock path here. A little more snow here. More cliffside texture here. Oh yeah, missing some stuff here. Now I know this is somewhat of a boring part of the process of building a theme park, but if you want to make it as realistic as possible, this is a necessary step. Don't worry, we're gonna get to the fun stuff soon. Just gonna go ahead and start landscaping this up a bit. I mean, come on, don't you guys remember when you were painting as kids? Just go ahead and think of it that way. You're finger painting a landscape of your park. Okay. Let's go ahead and add some patches here and there of varying sizes. Just not so much. Maybe one big patch somewhere, but like right there maybe. Maybe here. If only there was ones that look a little bit more muddier. That does look kind of, well, it's cracked mud, so it might work. No, most of this place is going to be covered in foliage anyway. Okay. Now that's done, let's go ahead. You know what? Let's just go ahead and start adding foliage. Anything else, I'll go ahead and add anything else. Well, my OCD's kicking in. Let's just go ahead and just fill that last portion up here. At least with that, and then we'll just start retexturing it in when we're done. Kind of looks like blobs and whatever now, but the more you keep going, the more it will start looking much better. So before we get back to that, let's go ahead and start putting in some natural pines. Since it's like near a mountainous area, let's go ahead and put various. Just start putting them everywhere. Doesn't matter where you put it, just put them everywhere. And I also like this about that game. The more you put, the more trees go in the background. Nice touch, really. And there's another spot I missed, but we'll get back to that, don't worry. Good thing about pines, they can grow anywhere. So we're just gonna add mostly pines in the mountainous areas, various levels of pines. If only there was some way you can add bushels of them instead of just one at a time. This can get very time consuming. I mean, this is what you guys want, right? Me placing various amounts of pine trees all the way around my park. It's really entertaining stuff. And guess what? I'm gonna do it all over again, only with larger pines. Bigger is better, isn't it? No matter how many I put, they still look so scarce. It's like, how can a game like this can be so fun? Putting tree after random tree after tree. I mean, it definitely makes you feel like how God would feel trying to create some of this stuff. Ever so slowly. I think I'm missing some small Douglas fir. Let's go ahead and put that in there. And then a little more here to the side. So the only reason why I'm putting these pine trees in the mountainous areas is that's where they're mostly located at. And then of course the more you go closer to the lake, the more various kinds of trees there will be. But as far as I know, at least I believe, pine trees are mostly located in mountainous regions. So let's just go ahead and do that. Let's put some here at the top to kind of hide the fact that the water's just coming out of nowhere. Let's add some more trees in the grassy areas. Technically that's more foliage, but it's where basically all the water's going, running down the hill, so most of those trees should be in that area. Let's go ahead and switch them up every so often. Adding more and more, especially like I said in those green areas. Kind of how water works. Runs down the mountain. More trees grow where the water goes, so why not? Let's add some here at the bottom of the mountain. Right near the waterfall. Okay. I'm gonna add a few more here, especially more again in the more greener areas. Greener areas here. And there we go. It's technically masking my extremely bad paint job of my landscape. Still keep working with our pine trees here. Especially on these areas. Wow, for the people that are still here watching, that you guys haven't fast forwarded, I don't know if I should congratulate you or wondering what the hell is wrong with you. Because I don't know how anyone can stand looking at somebody placing pine trees everywhere. You know, I just might cut this off. I'm not sure. I don't know. I might cut this out of the video. I am not sure, but whatever. I'm just going to keep talking so that you guys have something to listen to besides the music and the various plopping noises of the trees. You know what? That should be it for now. I will kind of spare you guys for a minute, because I'll probably do most of the stuff behind the scenes. But guess what we're going to be doing again? We're going to be putting in more trees, just not pine trees. A little bit closer to the lake. Let's go ahead and add, not a lot, just some of these right around the shore of the lake here. go. And we're gonna go ahead and have something different right by the shore of the lake as well. Not underwater. Not as much as the reds. Or maybe just, there we go. And then we're gonna have a lot of these. Or at least more than what we have there. In just various pockets here and there. And as I say before in my previous videos, randomness is key. We are trying to duplicate nature. And in nature, it just seems like it doesn't really give a fuck where it puts things. So, that's pretty much what we gotta do here. If it can grow there, it will grow there. So, yeah. Go wild and crazy here. If only there was some way that I could just hold it down, and then all the trees will be planted, kind of like an airbrush technique. I mean, this is why you are going out of business, Atari. This is why you're bankrupt, and this is why no one's going to buy your company. Because you guys don't think. Come on, I mean, simple airbrush technique here. It would have saved me a lot of time with those pine trees, and my viewers don't have to, you know, sit back and see me go from pine tree to pine tree to pine tree into pine tree. You know, come on, Atari. God. Creators of the video game industry, and this is what you have to show for it. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and add some more trees. Yay! I was like, I've never seen this happen before. One of a time occurrence, guys. You will never see this happen again. Let's go ahead and leave some pockets of areas so that we can start building our rides in the area here. And of course, like I said, I will be expanding the land maybe, so that it can accommodate more rides and attractions. But for now, that's how it's going to look. Let's go ahead and, you know what we're gonna add? Guess. Come on, guess. You know, you want to guess? You know, that's right! Rocks! Hey, you thought I was gonna say trees, didn't you? So we are going to add some rocks to the side here. You know, with jagged edged rocks where the waterfall's at. That's pretty much what we're going for. Maybe some rocks at the edge of the lake here. You know. Let's see how much time we got left here. That was 10 minutes? 10 minutes of me placing trees? That's just pure entertainment genius right there. If you want people to view your thing, or view your video, make it about trees. People will love it. Alright, that's enough small boulders for now. Let's add some large boulders. I'm going to vary it up a bit here. I'm going to risk everything and start building with big boulders. And very small boulders occasionally. It's starting to look very, how do I say it? Patterny. Not very nature-like at all, but we'll fix that in a minute. It's like, I do kind of want to cut through this so you guys don't have to go through all this boring stuff, but, you know, let's just see how the reaction will be when I just build it from scratch, no cutting whatsoever, from start to finish, so you guys get the full experience. Some various trees here, not too much, because that's the pine trees territory. It's pine tree land. I don't like your kind there. So just very little often. And then we're just gonna add some other trees here and there. It's like we're really just going to add these trees, mostly just to erase them, to make way for some rides, attractions, buildings, and shows and whatnot. It's like, what's the point of me putting them in here? It's for the fact that it can look realistic. That's why. Don't question my methods. You see what happens? You see what you guys make me go through? Every time I play RCT3, I get a slight delusions of grandeur. Go slightly crazy for you guys. Feel like I'm talking to myself. Which I technically am until I post this video. Okay, well, we're almost there. Okay, guys, we're almost there at the fun part. Almost. We're just adding in a few scenery stuff here. Let's go ahead and vary the terrain just a little bit. Try not to touch the water because we're probably going to get that message. No, don't want to continue. Just go ahead and add some various... No! Hills so it's not completely flat. And then we'll go ahead and distribute that out a bit. I don't even know why I did that, but you know what? Screw that. I shouldn't have done that. Because that's a bad idea. Now then. Now that we are done with that, let's go ahead and add more trees. As if 10 minutes of me placing trees wasn't enough. I give you guys more time of me putting trees in the land. Screw this, let's just go ahead and go terraforming. I had enough of these trees. Try to do something different for once. A little bit more here. So and start painting it up a little bit here. Okay. Let's go ahead and add some of the greenery here. Nice and green. Maybe a little area there. Not so much though. Ah, not snow. Oh, you know what? Oh shoot, I forgot about that. No, not so much, but just a little bit of snow on the peaks of these things. Gives it a really nice texture. See, eventually I knew I would find something else to do. Now we have snow instead of trees. So we're just going to be working mostly with snow for a bit. Are you guys having fun? I'm having fun. Painting. It's really nice and relaxing actually. Painting the tops of these mountains white. Capping them off with a nice cool essence of winter. I mean, seeing this is in the middle of summer, it's kind of a nice thing to think about, you know? A little bit of snow at the top here, stop here. Not so much snow there. And there we go. That actually looks quite good, I imagine. Kind of missing some spots here. A little bit more snow. And then adding more to the sides here, so that it looks like it's slowly melting away the closer it gets to the ground. Let's make some of these mountains a little more like peaks. Shall we? Yes, let's shall. Maybe here. Whoa, too much. Glad we have this smoothing tool. There we go. That's much better. Let's go ahead and build some more from the back, since not that many people will be in the back anyway. Smooth that out a bit. And there we go. Let's go ahead and put some greenery here. Too much brown. Let's add some flowery areas. Some patches here and there. Yeah, let's go ahead and add some flowery stuff too. Why not? Vary the degrees of texturization. Yeah, I don't even know what I just said. Yeah, that's ice. No, we need snow, not ice. And last, but certainly not least, let's just pepper this place with a little bit of varying grass. Yeah, just a little bit of varying grass. Give it some nice texture, rhythm here and there. Like so, you know. You know, and there we have it. There is our land. Of course, this is going to be flat ground because this is where going to be... The entrance will be here. You know, I may extend this area to add a parking lot. Not quite sure yet. But we will keep going as I see fit. So, let's see how much time we have left. I might have a bit more time here. Oh crap, I only have a minute. You know what, let's just use this minute to... You know what, add more texture. Because, you know, we've never done that before. Let's see if I can make it within a minute here. We got 45 more seconds. Whoa, too much. I do not want that much. A little bit of snow here. Not too much. Just... there we go. Add more to the side here. Add more snow. Oh, and before I leave... More trees! Trees, all these trees, more trees. Oh, these trees. Trees. Oh, and, trees.